Hey y'all, thank you for joining me for this very impromptu 11/11 portal reading. I know I haven't been doing many readings, y'all. I ain't felt like it. I ain't really felt like I had nothing to say or that I was, being called to say anything. I literally stopped in the middle of a round of zodiac readings. I think I stopped at Sagittarius. I apologize. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces because your girl just ain't had it in her, and I definitely take my directives from the divine, so I'm not gonna push it. But I have been led to do an 11/11 portal reading, considering that on November 11th we will have that's an 11/11 portal day, which brings with it very intense and potent manifestation energies. So we're gonna tap in and see what energy that's bringing in, maybe some insight into how we can best use that energy. I'm literally doing this reading on the Saturday prior to the 11/11 portal, which is Monday. This gives you, if I get this video uploaded today, it gives you a little bit of time to prepare if you have not considered how you're going to be intentional about manifesting on that day. But the portal is open now. It has, like the moon cycles, a shadow period. So from what I've gathered from my research, it's been open since the 8th and will be until around the 14th or 15th. So you got time to still like utilize this energy to be intentional about your manifestations. But we also want to know like what key themes or what activations are taking place during this time. So if y'all can hear a little echo, I'm in a different part of the house than I normally do readings in. And I'm in my little dining area because I'm cooking and I need to be close to the stove in case some shit pop off, okay? But I wanted to go ahead and do the reading because I would love to shampoo and retwist my hair today and just chill. Maybe even make some bracelets. You know, that's been my new thing. Like, I've fallen in love with making beaded bracelets. So if you ever catch me out, if you're local, you catch me out at an event, no, I put a lot of love into the adornments that I have been creating lately. But I'm going to start us out with, I was thinking some tarot. Yeah, I'm gonna start us out with some tarot. I'm gonna clarify with the Gateway of Light activation cards, and then I'm gonna close us out with my girl Alice in Wonderland. You know, if you watch any of my portal readings, or if you like to go back and watch some of those portal readings, I typically use the Alice in Wonderland deck because Alice basically went through a portal, a gateway, which led to her awakening or her journey of discovery. And so that's where we are, and it tends to bring forth dope messages. There's a timer on my oven letting me know not to forget about my food, but that may also be signifying to somebody that they need to take heed to what I just said. So let's see here. God, I thank you for your love and light and this opportunity to connect with your people. I ask that you use me as a vessel to bring forth the best message for the highest good of the collective at this time. What message, clear, would you have me to bring forward to the collective at this time? We thank you in advance, and so it is. I have to look at the deck and make sure that I done had the cards in reverse. One card flipped out, and that's the 9 of Pentacles. So many of us are being led to explore or step deeper into our sovereignty. What does freedom look like for you? What does luxury look like for you? As 9 of Pentacles is also a luxury energy of enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying luxury and having a standard that you, or like a standard or code that you live by. This is one who typically is symbolic of the single lady energy, somebody who got her shit together. She ain't leaning and depending on nobody to provide or protect her, because through her labor, her hard work, her smart decision making, she has positioned herself to be able to take care of herself, or she has the freedom to do so. She's not a victim of groupthink because she's independent. And even if she has a man, or and this could be a feminine energy as well, I mean a masculine energy as well. So regardless of whether or not this person is coupled or in some kind of a union, this is someone who is a free thinker, someone who is not dependent or codependent, but independent. Or if they're in a relationship, it's one that is interdependent, where in a very healthy way, two people are able to connect with one another without leeching off of one another. And this woman here, she has this falcon on her hand, which is a messenger. I never noticed how this bird looks like it has a hood on though. And I'm not sure how symbolic that is in the traditional meaning of the Nine of Pentacles. But you got somebody who's in her garden and she's enjoying the fruits of her labor. At the top of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And y'all saw me flip that deck to make sure I didn't have these cards in the reverse. I mean, in reverse. And so apparently I had it right the first time. So we got the Seven of Pentacles with this guy. He's standing here. He's looking at what the fortune that he has amassed, or the work that he's done. And he's like, okay, I invested in something and I'm waiting on my harvest to come in. But is this really what I want? Did I reap the harvest that I set out to, that was my intention? So this is like taking some time out to assess whether or not you're on the right path to your end goal. And if you have already done that, it's putting forth really just waiting, having putting forth the work, done the hard work or the labor, and then just waiting, because there's nothing else that you can do. The day that you plant the seed is not the day that you receive the fruit or the flower. And so this is just that waiting game at the top of the deck. But what you are waiting for, my God, today is the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. A new beginning in love. So whether that's how you love yourself through self-love, and how you show up in this world as the Holy Grail, giving from your overflow, no longer letting people drain you dry, or it's actually another individual with some expression of love that they are being divinely led to share. As you can see in this card, you got the hand of God out offering this cup. So there's an element of self-love that is definitely paramount in this message. And by way of that self-love, being able, having the capacity to give love because you have overflow. So this is beautiful. At the bottom, underneath the Ace of Cups, you got the Two of Wands. I was going to say Pentacles. The Two of Wands. This is a man who's thought long and hard about this. Somebody who, whether masculine or feminine, has been in their masculine energy, making a decision that is being led by their passions, and taking an assessment of where they are in their life and what they've invested their time and energy into, and wanting more, wanting better for themselves, and wanting it with someone else. So this is like no longer thinking about what's best for you, but also considering someone else in your future plans. This is a visionary energy. So somebody's focused on the future and who and what they want to be involved in that future. So there's possibly even some planning that has taken place. But this 1111 energy is going to be what helps to catapult this situation, this energy forward. So take it how it resonates. There's a few people who are led to my readings, who watch them, and each person it may mean something something different. But what we know for sure is that sovereignty is a key element of this 1111 energy. Like, not following the crowd, you know, doing what it is that your heart so desires, and having given some thought to what fulfills you, what you've invested in that has yielded a plentiful harvest, and what it is that you're still waiting to reveal itself as a harvest, to make sure that you have not casted your pearls before swine. So y'all as individuals may be in different places along the spectrum, but we're gonna see what's going on in terms of these activations, because this energy has been very potent here lately. So you may be experiencing ascension symptoms, where you find that you're tired more often, or you got a cold or the flu or the chills or the sweats. Or ascension symptoms show up in different ways depending upon the light codes and the activations that are taking place and how your body responds to it. Like, what state was your body in when you received those activations. But whatever the case, we're going to see which of them is pertinent to this 1111 portal. So Spirit, please clarify the message that is coming forward here at this time about the energy of this 1111 portal for the collective. How many is it? They look like 3 cards that fell on top of the Ace of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, and sensuality. So somebody has or is having a sacral chakra activation, feeling more comfortable with intimacy and being intimate and open with another. Again, I said with this 2 of Wands, this is somebody who's driven by their passions and wanting to include another in their future plans in some way. So you have this energy of healing or activating that part of us energetically that is sensual and creative and passionate and emotional, and being open to sharing that emotion with another from deep within our sacred inner space. So for many of you, you may be seeing the image of a lotus as a synchronicity of this taking place in your life, but you see all that bright light. That's because there are light codes and light coming from the sun and the cosmos that is activating us, activating our light body. Underneath the sacred inner space, you have star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, soul, family. So you got an individual, especially with this 9 of Pentacles, who operates by a different code or is learning to, and has taken time out or is going to be taking time out to assess where they are on the journey and if their investments have been fruitful. And by investments, I don't mean just money. I mean like the relationships they've invested in, the projects they've invested in. Like, where has it gotten me up to this point? And even if it has yielded fruit, is it time for me to move forward to the next chapter and level up and work with some new people, connect with some new people in some way? Because the stars are aligning for us as a collective to really unite with our soul family. The people who are wired similar to how we are wired, and they're interested in some of the things that we're interested in, that we value the most. And as we grow and evolve and our values change, the people who we once aligned with, we no longer align with them. And so those types of changes can be very difficult. They can be heartbreaking and painful. There is some grief that can come with that, but ultimately it's that world card energy where there's an ending. So something has to end so that something new can begin. So you're excited about the newness and connecting with people who are like kindred spirits and are like-minded. But also there's the sadness of having to, either by way of some drama or just, severing ties, detaching from those who no longer align with us. But know that the stars are aligning. This should just not happenstance. When you find yourself in disagreement with somebody and it's something you just can't move forward from and continue to invest in that connection, it's because you're not supposed to. It's because you are being divinely led to level up and find your connections elsewhere. So the stars are aligning, and people are going to be dependent upon their level of self-awareness, remembering home, like remembering who and what made them feel safe. Some of you even tapping into your Akashic records and remember your origins from different lifetimes, different cultures. All of that is coming back to us. So pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the cultural things that you find yourself just innately attracted to. Like me, I'm innately attracted to comedic culture and spirituality. Jamaican culture and ways of life are something that I'm just innately like drawn to. And I believe that I have lived lifetimes in Kemet. I have lived lifetimes in Jamaica or in the Caribbean. I've seen it through past life regression and dreams and visions that I've had. And then that third energy is serious star blessings, doubling down on the energy of the stars aligning. Something is being blessed and someone is being encouraged to proceed. Yes, be seen and push through. So if you thought you was about to go in hermit mode, go into hiding, if you're more of an introvert, now you're being encouraged to shine, to persevere, to move forward. If you've been questioning something, this is a resounding yes. And you're being blessed by the Sirius star family, the Sirius star system. So that's two energies of cosmic energies coming through here with star gathering and the Sirius star blessings. And I would not be surprised if this involves like what they call star-crossed lovers who come from the same star family and their soul recognition where they are reuniting in some way. At the top of the deck, we have crown chakra upgrade. That's that remembering. That's that spiritual connection. That is that getting signs, synchronicities, and messages from the divine and from spirit guides and from the ancestors, because you have that divine connection where information is coming from the cosmos and into your crown chakra, which is your topmost bodily energy center. But it says divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. Pay attention to the symbology of, or the synchronicity of birds. Here you have a dove here. That's the second bird weaves, third, because you got a dove and the Ace of Cups as well, right there above the cup. So doves may be symbolic to you. I know I have a dove tattoo. That was actually my very first tattoo that I ever got, was a dove, and it was in memory of my my ancestor, my aunt Felicia, who was a victim of domestic violence. And I got a dove to commemorate her death because I didn't make it to her burial. And I was told that they released doves. So I missed that part. I really wanted to be a part of it, but my grandmother asked that I go to her house to be there when people come for the repast. And my throat chakra wasn't what it was then as it is today. This was like 15, 20 years ago. Maybe more. It was more than 20 years ago. So yeah. Keita today would have been like, no, get somebody else to do it. I want to go be a part of that ceremonial moment when they release the doves as a symbol of her now being at peace, right? But I did it in my own way. I honored her in my own way with the tattoo. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Chamber of the Violet Flame. Listen, that is something that I have been connecting with a lot here lately. Karmic release and radical transformation. This 1111 portal is bringing in that kind of self-love energy and that new love energy, take it how it resonates, that is going to be like the wind beneath somebody's wings in terms of releasing karmic energies. Releasing karmic energies in relationships and things that have been brought into this lifetime from past lifetime karmic patterns. Like, it's over for that shit. So I advise that you all work with the violet flame. Get you some crystals that are good to connect with the violet flame. I know Chara White is one of them, and that's what I work with. I wouldn't be surprised if amethyst is one. A lot of the purple crystals are really good for working with the violet flame and the teachings of Saint Germain and the I Am presence. But do your research on the violet flame, which is a tool to use during meditation to help you to energetically transmute karmic energies and their effects that they've had on you throughout lifetimes and dimensions. But some of y'all gonna see it in your 3D reality by way of the relationships that you've been in ending and creating space for healthier, happier relationships. And some of that relationship energy is your relationship to yourself. How are you eating? How are you handling your finances? What your relationship with money like? But whatever the case, this 1111 portal is going to help you to manifest karmic release. And that's right on time because we also have a full moon. I don't remember what sign it's going to be in, but it's a few days after the 1111 portal, if I'm not mistaken. So you may want to look into that as well. I'm going to close this message out with something from the Alice in Wonderland deck. So one card fell out face down on top of the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles and the crown chakra upgrade. 9 Pentacles and 7 Pentacles give you 16, which breaks down to a 7. So this is definitely like strong on the reward. This is what you've been waiting on. This is you're manifesting and making room for that which you've put forth effort to achieve, to ground in your life. And you've just had to be patient and wait on it to grow, to manifest, to sprout, to blossom. So we have shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. What did I tell y'all? Shine. Keep shining. Whatever you got going on, whatever it is that you've been having to patiently wait on, you're going to get that extra dose of patience with this 1111 portal, which is represented by the number 36, which breaks down to a 9 because a cycle is ending, and that takes time. You can see here where she's sitting there. She has her paint palette and some brushes, and the scene looks like Starry Nights, which again, we got this star energy coming up, but it looks like Van Gogh's Starry Nights, and she looks sad. So whatever picture is being painted is kind of solemn, but it looks like she's still at it, like the picture is still being painted. It's not done, so you have to wait until divine timing presents itself, or serendipity presents itself. You will make it through whatever it is that you're waiting on to manifest in your life. So for some of y'all like tired of waiting. You at that point where you just feel like you at your wit's end and you're tired of waiting. But know that this 1111 portal is bringing forth like a strong, potent dose of energy that's helping things to evolve beneath the surface. so that when it grounds in your 3D reality and presents itself to you, it's just right at the right time. But first, that karmic release got to take place before you're able to tangibly see the radical transformation that is taking place. So progress is being made. For somebody, you just don't see it. At the top of the deck, painting the roads is red, represented by the number 27, covering up errors. There's no more of that shit. We're moving forward from painting the roads is red, trying to make shit seem like it's okay or it's cute or it's aligned when it's not. So a lot of people are going to be blatantly seeing where things no longer align as the stars are continuing to align for what is perfect for you. No more covering up the errors, and that's represented by the number 27, which gives you another 9. For some of you, this sovereignty, this 9 of Pentacles energy is coming by way of the lessons that you are learning, by way of detaching from those who no longer align with you and knowing your own worth and your own value, opposed to trying to stick and stay with these groups and in these relationships and coupling with people who are not worth your time and your energy. Like, those relationships have expired, but for some of you, you keep trying to hold on to them out of fear of the unknown. But trust that the divine has your best interest at heart, and the rest of the journey is being laid out for you, and just surrender to it. At the bottom of the deck, you have growing up, represented by the number 17. That is where your abundance lies. In maturing, making the decision to mature, aligning with maturity, wanting to grow and experience, rejection of perpetual youth. No longer trying to do the things that you did when you didn't know better. You don't have an excuse anymore. Your experiences are teaching you better. You're gaining the knowledge and the wisdom to move forward, and you know what your heart desires. You know what you're being called to do. And it's calling you to mature, to grow, to step up to the plate, to evolve. And that is where your abundance lies, with this number 17 card breaking down to an 8, and 8's being all about abundance. Manifesting abundance in your life, though, is going to require some karmic release. Going to have to do the work. I'm going to read the message of Chamber of the Violet Flame to close us out, because I feel like the rest of the messages are pretty straightforward. But some of y'all may not know or may need some more information on this violet flame energy. This stuff is like old, and you know, shit I made up or just was revealed to us in 1999. Like, no, this is like these are practices that have been around and been helpful to people in terms of their healing journey for forever. So it says the violet flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. It can be visited in meditation and invoked through prayer and affirmation. Spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often as a giant roaring flame, and sometimes with silver and gold shining through the violet. When we connect with the violet flame, we are being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light. Ultimately, this is the gateway of alchemy. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold. And so, from an energetic perspective, the violet flame is where we place all that is leaden and heavy in our life and turn it into a golden opportunity. To connect with the violet flame, visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Set the intention that you are willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They are encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma is now being cleared away from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside of you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through the transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. The energy that is coming through with this 1111 portal is helping you to better align with God's divine plan, your divine mission. And for some of you, the thing that is standing in the way is for some of us, those karmic attachments, those patterns and those relationships and those people and those things that we continue to hold on to that no longer serve us and have expired. So we're being called to be more of an individual, and to know that the stars are aligning for us, that we are blessed, that we are highly favored, that we are to connect and commune with one another as soul family. But in order to do that, we have to allow that which no longer serves us to dissipate, to detach from it. So if you're needing a personal reading, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. There's lots of violet flame meditations here on YouTube. There are books that are out there that you can explore to tap into that energy. You can look up Saint Germain and his teachings on the violet flame, which are wonderful. I've worked with them a bit. And if I think of any other crystals that would be good for working with the violet flame, I'll let y'all know. But until next time, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.